10% of American adults are affected with depression. That's 1 out of every 10. And according to the World Health Organization, an estimated 350 million people suffer with depression around the world. That number is nearly equivalent to the population of the United States and Canada combined. But less than half of all cases are treated. But there actually are quite a few treatment methods. And untreated depression is the #1 cause of suicide. Suicide takes the lives of nearly 40,000 Americans every year. That number of people could almost completely fill Wrigley Field. Just behind cancer and heart disease, suicide claims more years of life than any other cause of death. Sometimes suicide takes such a young life that their story is never finished. But depression is treatable, which can make suicide preventable. And the DSBA states that 80% of those who seek treatment see improvement in just a few weeks. But many schools do not properly educate students or parents on the proper ways to handle mental illnesses. And mental illnesses are serious issues that affect a wide range of individuals and is not treated with the seriousness that it should. It takes strength and determination to lower these numbers, but we are all capable of creating happier and healthier lives for ourselves and others. With all the negative in the world, it can be hard to focus on the positive. There are wars in our minds. Things like stress, depression, anxiety, eating disorders, heartbreaks, and loss. Life is not enjoyable with these conditions, and for some, every day is a struggle. It's hard not to want to give up. The focus of some people is just to get through another day, until you get to sleep and forget again. But their mind is a nightmare. And while some experience these kinds of struggles, even the simplest of problems, like a fight with your friend, can cause pain for someone who generally loves life. Everyone is sad at times, and everyone feels like they want to stop trying. But even through all that negative and hardship, you're here, right? You survived this far. You've gotten through the many cloudy days of sadness after the loss of your friend or partner. You're here even though your parents are divorced and your grades might not be what you want. You've survived even though your best friend said that they were done with you. You're here even after your eating disorder got worse and you pushed away all the support that you had. You've gotten this far despite the letdowns, disappointments, and heartbreaks. But you've survived all this, and that in itself is a major accomplishment, something to be truly proud of. But what is it that encouraged you to stick around after all of this?
If you take a moment to really think about what makes you happy in life, even if it's just the stupidest little thing, you will find reasons to stay rather than go. And for every single negative you find in your life, there is a positive to cancel it out. It just takes time to train your mind to think that way. And if you need another reason, starting today, look around. Look at the people around you when you're out. They've been through dark times too, but they got to today, so why can't you? Admire the sky every once in a while and take a deep breath. Look up at the stars, the moon, everything. Remember that it is only in the darkness that you can see such beauty. The world is a lot more than what you feel now, Appreciate what you have and the opportunities given to you. Realize that the simplest things can remind you that the sky is the limit, but there is no limit to your happiness. One day you will feel better than you do at this moment, no matter how hopeless it may seem. The weight of sadness will be lifted and the stress will fade. You never know when that moment is coming, and I hope that you will choose to stay to see that day. Recognize that the path to recovery will not always be easy, and there will be relapses and obstacles. People will try to shoot you down. You will not always have perfect and positive days. Some days it will pour and seem like the sun will never come out, but eventually it will clear up. Always remind yourself just how beautiful the world can be, as long as you make it that way.
And as Paulo Coelho said, if you only walk on sunny days, you'll never reach your destination.